Hi, how are you? It's been a week or 2 weeks that I haven't recorded, and I have been feeling down. This video is about self-love, and what I want to talk to you about is how my feeling down and my self-love helped me get through my feeling of being down. Maybe this will help you if you're ever feeling down. Maybe it's just something that you can add as a tool in your toolbox for doing something. Because, who doesn't want to have more skills in self-love and self-actualization, right? Wouldn't it be better for you to have perhaps something else for you to help you love yourself more? Maybe you already know how to, and just the gentle reminder of talking about it is all you need. Whatever the case, I'd love to give something to you in this video that's really going to help you find some love for yourself more. Because that is not to imply that you don't love yourself already, but we can always love ourselves more. So, story, I've been feeling exhausted. I've been feeling like I don't want to record videos, which I haven't forced myself to do that. Been feeling pretty much like not wanting to do any of the things that I usually do for this channel. And it's been disorienting because every time I think of lifting a finger to do it, there's a part of me that's like, no, I don't. And I think a part of that is this feeling of there's some people that just don't like me, and they write things and you don't see them because they get removed, but I feel it energetically. And I work with a healer to kind of clear that out. So it's kind of like there's a part of me, my soul, that I put out there, and sometimes I get targeted with negativity. Constantly clearing out my throat energy because people don't want me to speak my truth. But I've instilled this space with some protective energy. And if you send me some positive vibes, I'm always welcoming that. And so this struggle of not wanting to create and do put me into a depression, a light depression. I wouldn't say, the worst depression ever, but a depression nonetheless. You know, that feeling where you feel like you're kind of sunk. You don't really want to do anything. You feel a little lost, and you're not really sure where to take things or having the energy to take them anywhere. And maybe you start questioning yourself or questioning the things that you're doing. Yeah, that's been me. And that kind of led me down a hole of feeling more and more into that. I posted earlier last week about my feelings of not wanting to do stuff, and you guys supported me. And one of the things that was really supportive was the suggestion of going back to meditation. And I had this meditation, which I'm going to post a link to, on self-love. And this meditation, I listen to a lot of meditations. This meditation is excellent. And it does so many things on so many levels, and we could dissect it. But all I want to say is to step back from that. All I really want to say is meditation and self-love, like those two things work really well. And I speak about this a lot in the self-partnership stuff that I talk about, where loving yourself is about accepting and loving all the parts of yourself. And, we can know that on a cognitive level, but how do we practice that? How do we find the space within you to unlock that love, to really embrace you? Being trans, this is like one of the hardest things because we feel that we're not accepted. And so we have to accept ourselves, but sometimes we don't even accept ourselves because we represent society in some way to ourselves. We judge ourselves and we distance ourselves from our own bodies because they don't match what we expect or want from them. You know what I mean? I look at my hips, I look at my shoulders, I look at my ribs, like those are parts that I don't like. And I judge myself for them sometimes. And, with the body changes, the surgeries, the face, and the boobs, that helps. I look in the mirror and I don't hate what I see, which is such a huge step forward. But this meditation brought up this feeling of noticing that I was judging my hips in a way that was creating distance. And I think this was the key. Understanding that judging yourself creates distance from yourself. By putting up a label and saying your body part or you are judged, you instantly create a disconnect. And with that disconnect, you kind of lock away a part of you. You lock away an energy of you into another place and you compartmentize it. And I don't know if you've ever compartmentized anything, but it's a technique we humans do to deal with things. But when you judge yourself, you compartmentize yourself. And when you do that, you disconnect. And with that disconnection, there's less flow and there's less energy that's united. And love is about bringing everything together. So when I realized that I was judging myself there, and also I was judging myself in my productivity and what I was not doing, acknowledging that and kind of walking up to that part of me, bringing her in, accepting her and loving her, kind of like merged parts of myself that I didn't even really know were not there. It's kind of like this shamanism. In shamanism, the core one of the core principles to healing is soul collection. The concept being that there are parts of yourself that are elsewhere on the spirit plane that are locked away, compartmentalization, and need to be recollected and brought together. Self-love. And so we can do this kind of stuff, not, like actively practicing shamanism or anything like this, but shamanism is talking about mechanics of how the universe works with healing. And that doesn't mean you need to be a shaman in order to be able to do soul collection or bring things together. And so this meditation and kind of like working through this was a process of going across time and collecting myself, loving myself, and embracing all the selves that I distanced myself from. So I want to serve this up as a reflection for you to think about, where are you judging yourself in your life? How are you seeing yourself in the mirror? How are you distancing yourself from yourself? And can you imagine being willing to give that love you deserve, replace that disconnect with a connection, a sense of tenderness, non-judgment, gentle softness, heart connection? Where can you find yourself? Are there parts that you've judged yourself back in time that need to be revisited and loved and cradled and brought in? Where are those parts of yourself? That journey, and I'll list the meditation below so you can go on it. It's a short meditation. That journey really helped me. It suddenly energized me. I went back in time. I saw the version of myself that was like 6 or 7, trying to hold on to the divorce a long time ago, the family that I once had. And she was trying to distract herself, trying to hold on by distracting herself, by looking at, by playing games or using the computer. And I found myself locked in that pattern today, or, nowadays, just using the computer, playing games, and trying to distract myself as a way to embrace this feeling of making things under control and being able to hold on to my past and hold on to my childhood, because I've played games my whole life, and so playing a game now kind of taps into that childhood, and that childhood wanted to hold on to something there. So when I went back in time and I found myself there interacting with the computer, I said, "Hey, Ashley, I'm here. I love you. And we don't need to judge ourselves for doing this, and we don't need to do this anymore. We can come back to the present." And so that love and embrace made me tear up. It touched me. It brought me back together in a way that has really helped me see more presently and changed my life in a very small way, but made me get out of the hole that I was sinking in. So yeah, I'm a bit rusty in making these videos, but that's your video for today. Please let me know what your thoughts are on healing and self-love, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.